Hello friends, welcome to our channel. In today's video, I'm going to demonstrate you how to download IMD rainfall datasets and temperature datasets free of cost. We don't need any amount to purchase all these datasets because like previously we have to pay around 10,000 rupees to purchase all these datasets from IMD. But nowadays these datasets are provided free of cost. I'm going to show you how we can download these datasets and also in which software we can actually extract all these data sets into raster format and we can use those images directly for our analysis. So before getting to this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel so that you will get all the videos that we are posting related to GIS and any other updates. So let's get started. So as we know, like just go to your Google. We can actually like make a search as IMD Pune rainfall data. So we need a rainfall data and temperature data is also there. I'm just going with IMD Pune rainfall data. So you'll get this particular window. Just go and select an option called gridded data. So there will be like different meteorological data, data supply portal, and other stuff will be there. You don't have to go with any other options. First, just go with gridded data. So now I'm choosing gridded data. So this will be the other management portals which you can actually explore in the future videos. But at present, we're going to go with our gridded data. So here we'll actually get all our rainfall data sets and also like our temperature data sets free of cost. So this is the website you will be actually coming across when you open this, like when you get into this gridded data. And as you see in the bottom, once you use any of these particular data sets in your research, make sure that you are citing the particular citations. You should provide this particular citations in your research manuscript, whatever the manuscript it is. If you are using these data sets, you should cite the authors and this particular paper. Without fail, we should make sure that we are doing it. So now let us see how we can actually download the data sets. So I'm in need of like rainfall data of 0.25 degree gridded data, and we also have 0.25 degree net CDF, 1 degree net CDF, like maximum temperature and minimum temperature. All the data sets are there. So first I'll actually demonstrate one data, that is our binary file. So that is which will be in the form of a gridded data, and the same will be actually like the codes are actually present in your left hand side, which you can actually directly use to extract these data sets. But basically I prefer using grads. It is one of the very simple software which can be used to extract these IMD data sets. So I'll explain that also in the video. So please make sure to like go through the video. It will be very easy for you also. So to download this data sets, we have data starting from 1901 till 2020. So this will be the data set even if you purchase from online or like if you purchase from IMD also, the same data set only will be provided. So as a sample, I'm just going with 2020 data set and just simply click on download. That's it. The data set will be actually downloaded. This is the procedure. Just select the year and then click on download. So once you download, just go to the folder. If you go to the folder, you'll actually find this particular data set. So what I recommend you is like just cut it and make sure to go to open new folder. Like I actually opened a folder in D colon saying that rainfall, and I'm actually pasting the particular data set in that particular folder. So you should have a single folder, unique folder, where you have to actually paste these particular data set. So this is the rainfall data for the year 2020, which is provided by IMD. Similarly, you can download 2019, 2018, any data set you can download. The same can be actually like for with your net in your NetCDF format also you can download. But if you go with NetCDF, you'll get it from 1951 to 2020. It doesn't matter. Like we can go with our gridded file, that is binary file, and I'll actually demonstrate how we have to actually process these data sets also. So if you go with the temperature dataset, it is provided from 1951, and the procedure will be the same because these datasets are also like gridded data only. So we don't have to worry about those things also. This will be gridded data. So now you have actually downloaded this data set. So the data is actually provided in this folder readily. So once you copy this particular rainfall data in your folder, you have to have two different files. The first file is your rf.ctl file and the next is grads script. So these two files should be provided. I'll provide these two files I'll upload it in Git and I'll provide that link in the description. You can use the link to download these two files, which is required to extract the data set in grads. So once you copy these and files and put it in this particular folder, just double click on the CTL file first. That is your rf.ctl file. So in here, you will actually see an option called dset. So you'll find an option called dset. So in this, make sure you're going to this particular folder, d::rainfall. This is the folder and the data set which is present is rainfall underscore IND 2020 underscore RFP 25.grt. So if you have any queries, you can just copy like this and you can paste it over there. So other than that, you don't have to change anything. The X definition, X DEF and Y DEF. So this particular part you have to actually define it properly. So basically this is a 0.25 gridded data. So if you go with this, I'll explain what is this. This is your longitude and this is your latitude. So in your longitude, you have that is it starts at 66.5 degree, and for every 0.25 degree there is one particular pixel. That is what this means. And if you go ahead and if you go to the last pixel, you'll actually find a total of 135 pixels along your x-axis. That is along your longitude. And if you go along your latitude, you'll totally find 129 pixels. So this is predefined for 0.25 degree. And if you go and go with 1 degree, it will actually reduce. It will be like something divided by 4 approximately like that. You can actually like calculate it and you can use it. But mostly I recommend you guys to go with 0.25 degree. So other than that, you don't have to define anything. But when you are using this 1 degree alone, you have to change this particular stuffs alone. But that is not required when you are going with other data sets. That is like 0.25 degree. And the next thing that we have to actually work on is the total number of days. So basically we know that 2020 is a leap year. So we have gone with 366 days. So if it is a non-leap year, that is like 2019 or 2018, you have to change this as to 365. And linear, it starts at 1st Jan 2020 and it is 1 day data. So that's it with this CTL file, that is rf.ctf file. Once you are done with it, once you're done with the changes, just click on save and you can close it. And the second thing is you have to open the grads script. So this is also similar to what we see. So the same thing, you have to open your CTL file. That is the rf.ctl file that is provided. I have created it in d::rainfall. If you want, you can create the same folder or you can create whatever the folder it is required. And the next thing is the total count. So as we know, this is actually a leap year. So we have total of 366 days. I have mentioned it as 367 because I have mentioned here less than symbol. I didn't mention less than or equal to. If you want, you can actually mention less than or equal to and you can convert it to 366, or you can mention 367 and you can put less than symbol also. That is more than sufficient. You don't have to worry on it. You don't worry about the other stuff. This is the one thing which we have to change, that is the folder, and the second thing is the total count based on the leap year. And the third thing is the which file format it has to be actually saved, that is GeoTIFF. We have actually defined it, that need not be changed. The folder where we are actually going to save it. So d::rainfall, d_, that means like what I meant over here is day, or you can say like day underscore. The count will be taken from the command, so it will be like day 1, day 2 till day 366 or 365. So that is how it will be, and you can change if you want. You can change it over here because like the star means comment only. So that is not going to make any difference. So only thing is like you can focus on this setting output and setting this input and the total number of days. So once you are done with it, you can simply click on save and you can close it. So now you have all that, you have downloaded the data, and we have both the scripts also ready. So now what we have to do is go and open grads. So basically, like some might not be aware like how to install these grads. So in that case, what you can do is like just open Google, just click on open grads. So it'll have on a home page where you can actually click it, and you will find an option called download. It'll take you over here. This will be like your open grads. If you want, you can download this. You can directly like open it and you can download it. Else, if you want to find an exe, you can like go through this folders where you will actually find your exe files. These are all tar files. Yeah, we have our Windows over here, and in Windows you will find your exe file. You can download this exe file, and then you can double click on it and you can click next, 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 and you can install it. So I'll provide this particular description also in the link. That is in, sorry, this link. I'll provide this link also in the description, which you can actually like use for downloading this particular software. So once you are done with it, you can double click on it and you can start installing the software. And once it is done, you can actually find grads, GRADS. So you have grads GUI and grads command line. I suggest you to go with grads command line. Just click on grads command line. A pop-up will appear. Just click enter. You don't have to make any changes. So this will be a window which is popping up, and you can close it because that will be just for visualization. So now we have this window. My data is in D colon, so I'm entering D colon. If it is in E colon, enter E colon. C colon means C colon. That is up to you. I'm entering D colon. Okay, you have to go to CD and then you have to give D colon. So now I have actually entered into my D colon, and now I have to go to the folder called rainfall, because inside rainfall, the data sets, that is like the data which I have to process is present inside rainfall. And in this, the script file that is present is IMD. So I'm entering IM, and then you can press on tab so that the file will be automatically loaded, and then you can just click enter. Once you click enter, you can actually find all 365 days, 366 days images have been actually loaded over here. So one better example is I'm actually taking this 366 data inside QGIS, and I'm just going to just visualize. You can see properly that this is our Indian data. Just for better visualization, I'm just making the transparency as -1000 to 0. I'm just making it 100% transparent, and we'll make the appearance of this as 0. Maybe some, yeah, okay. So from 0 till this, you can actually load a shapefile of India. So that will be like present. We need this updated Indian boundary. I have actually like shared the a video on this also, how to download this updated Indian boundary also. You can actually have a look at it, and you can make use of these data sets also. So Yeah, so now we can see that this is the particular rainfall data. That is 366 means on December 31st, only in Tamil Nadu like we received rainfall. December 31st, 2020, we received rainfall in Tamil Nadu. So that is what which is recorded. And this is how you have to actually process these data sets. And you can see over here, like we have it for all the other days also. You can just open other data. I'm like, this is day 258. I'm just providing the same style. I don't need any. Yeah. So this is for day 258. Here we have rainfall all over India. That is near Assam, we have rainfall, West Bengal, Odisha, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Kerala, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh. Everywhere we have some rainfalls, and even in Uttarakhand also. So now we have our data set which we can actually use for any sort of an analysis. So we have our data starting from like day one, that is Jan 1st to December 31st. This code will actually work for whatever the data sets that you download. It does not only require like this the for only this particular rainfall data. You can download like whatever the rainfall data it is. You can download it from this particular platform, and you can use it for your yeah. You can download all these data sets. When you go with this particular temperature data, you have to make sure of changing the total number of grids. So this particular grids will be actually like helpful in providing you the total data, because in here you can see 135 into 129 grids. So that is what which I have actually filled over here. You can see 135 into 129. So you don't need to even calculate it. And in the same case, if you go with this temperature data, it is just 31 into 31 grid. And you can find the degree latitude. You have to change the latitude as I'll like give an example how you have to change it for the temperature data. So this will become 31 into 31, and this will become 1 1 degree, and your longitude starts at 67.5 and your latitude starts at 7.5. So the degree is actually 1, and here also it is actually 1. Temperature, that's the other things, those are more than sufficient. We don't have to change anything. So this is how it should be actually present for your temperature data. Similarly, like you have to make your changes for the other file also. Here also, like you should make sure you are changing the count. Here you have to actually make changes to. No, here it is not required. Yeah. So only in those in that particular location you can make the changes, and that will be like actually reflected for your temperature data. It will work out perfectly for your temperature data. I'll make sure to upload this also as a file which you can use for your reference. I'll make it as RF underscore temperature or 1 degree. Yeah, yes. I'll upload this also like in the link which I'm actually like sharing it in the bottom, where you can actually download both this codes which you can use for your analysis. So I hope you like this video, and if you like this video, make sure to hit on the like button and share it with your friends. And the more support you provide, we'll actually be able to help you with more GIS related videos in the future. Thank you.